Hello, and welcome to a very special episode of Ruby's Gem Pile. Today we're featuring a Sun Ice Rider Calyrex team made by my good friend Iris and some of her friends that she used to get her first day 2 at the Utrecht Special Championships. And what makes this episode even more special is we actually have Iris and Call with us on the video. How's it going, Iris?
Hi, I'm doing well. Like, excited to be here. What can I say? First time doing any of these videos feels very honoring, to be honest. I'm glad I got to do it my first day too.
Yeah, congratulations for your first day 2. I knew you had it in you.
Thank you so much. It felt great. It's really validating, to say the least.
Yeah, so chatters, viewers, I saw this team as it was a work in progress from Iris and her partner Chris, and I was really excited about this because it's got so many things I love. It's got our bear. It's got Calyrex. It's got our rock pond.
Oh my god!
All of my favorite things, and it's Trick Room, it's Sun. All around, just a team I love. I love every Pokemon on this team. Koraidon is one I have a little bit less experience with, but I definitely mess with it. And I know you always enjoy any team that has Chiyu on it. So the first thing I want to ask
Pokemon.
is why Calyrex Ice and Koraidon? Because I remember when we were working on building a team together, you were adamant that you didn't want to do anything with Sun.
Yes, I can actually explain this. You see, a friend of mine, Luke, who also brought a version of this team to Utrecht. Important to note is there are two versions of this team. One with Brubonnet, one with Ogerpon. They used the Brubonnet version, but basically he was really struggling to find a team, couldn't think of what to use, just really struggled. And then me and a friend of mine called Giel just sat down and said, okay, what do you like? Ice Rider. What pairs good with Ice Rider that maybe is a little bit unexplored? And we saw the idea of Ice Rider Koraidon floating around, and considering my friend was really good with Ice Rider and my other friend had a lot of experience with Koraidon, we just thought, why not combine those two strengths and combine them? And after my friend played a few ladder games with it, he just went, oh my god, this is so good. Then both Giel and I had different teams, but basically at the same time realized our team just doesn't work anymore after Milwaukee. Just doesn't feel good, feels wonky to play, feels rough to play. So we said to Luke, hey, can you set the team over? We want to try some stuff.
Sure.
Then I ran a Limitless tournaments. After 2 practice sets, went 9-1 on stream with friends, and we all just went, okay, so this team is real. We had 2 weeks, and I think we did a pretty good job, at least bringing it to a point where it's possible to do it.
No, absolutely. And I remember when you told me you were overhauling what you were playing, and when you showed me the team, all you had to show me was the bear. As soon as you showed me the bear, I was intrigued. And combining the bear and the Calyrex, you're really making people not want to click Trick Room, even though you've got the fast stuff too. So it's definitely puts them in an uncomfortable position.
It is actually it's very fun. It's actually one of the things we in fact had as theory in this team, and actually that came up a lot in Utrecht, because a very fun lead to do with this team is Calyrex Ogerpon, especially because, as you can see, it actually has U-turn. So it can create this really weird position where if they say bring Calyrex or another Trick Room on, they want to click Trick Room because of the threat of Koraidon Shiwin back, but they can't click Trick Room for threat of Ursalunin back, which means I can just U-turn into it, get the burn, and they're double T screwed. So it really creates this fun idea where I can completely bluff, yet they have to fall for my bluff because they just can't cover for both options in the back.
No, I love that. No, it's definitely very fluid, very creative. At the time we were recording this, I did 1 day of streaming it, and it was an uphill battle trying to learn it because it's a little bit out of my usual comfort zone. But it's been really a lot of fun to play. And I'm glad you mentioned the U-turn Ogerpon, because the next thing I wanted to ask is you have a couple of a little more obtuse techs on the team, like the U-turn Ogerpon. You explained that one. Helping Hand Ursa was one I know you were a big fan of, but I think I only clicked it once on stream, and I was there was one moment where I was like, oh my god, here's what the Helping Hand is for, at least in my eyes.
Yes,
because there's a game. Sure. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I can explain. Helping Hand is not clicked often. On the Brute-Bonnet version, it's clicked a lot more, because with Ogerpon, we just have so much more freedom to position. With that U-turn, with that Efficacia, with that Follow Me. The Brubonnet actually had Taunt instead of Seed Bomb, so it was really not offensive. So it just had So they just really could get in that position to click helping hand more because they had to play for the late game offensive. On my team, it really was just Earthquake didn't fit, no other moves could fit, and after playing for a while with that helping hand, I realized there were just certain positions where I could play much more defensive instead of having to go for a call, because I knew I could close out the game with guaranteed KO, because that helping hand on say a Calyrex Glacial Lance or helping hand with close combat, it just does so much more damage than anyone has calced for. Everything just drops to it.
What I ended up doing with helping hand is I was in an endgame position where I had my Ursaluna and Raging Bolt in front of a Lunala. The Lunala was +2 defense, I believe, from a coaching and from the electric seed. And my Ursa was also -2 attack. So I was like, Headlong Rush ain't doing anything to this thing. And I had Raging Bolt next to him. So I was like, oh, well, the helping hand actually, like, Thunderbolt from Bolt wasn't enough to get the kill, but the helping hand made it so. So it was like,
creates this.
It was like the last game of the stream too. I was like, oh, that's what it's for.
Yeah, it just creates this little extra out, and more importantly, it gives more positional freedom because you can just play to an end game where you know you have more damage in the end.
Of course, and I also really like the Volt switch on Raging Bolt because you don't see that as much anymore. But with the Ursaluna and with like the U-turn on Ogrefon, it works really well.
Exactly. It gives. Well, it didn't really come up in. It did actually come up in one game in EYC, my final round. It was actually the game I won because I lost 2-1, but it was the game that I won. It gives a little bit of extra freedom positioning, and into certain teams like certain Lunala Rydell teams, for example, and just certain teams that it's free to use in. You don't want to lead Ogre Pawn. Depending what they have, so then you can lead Raging Bolt for this really slow Volt Switch and Trick Room. When you just know Trick Room is the only option and you want that Raging Bolt in back, getting that freedom is just really nice.
For sure. The last thing I want to ask is, I've noticed like in this format, there's way less Farigarath because like Lunala tends to fit the Farigarath slot on a lot of teams. Like it sets Trick Room, it blocks Fake Out for itself at least. So there's a lot less Farigarath, and that makes Fake Out stocks like way higher. This is like the first team I've played in this format that didn't have anything with Fake Out, and I felt like I missed it. Did you ever find yourself in a position where you wished you had like Rillaboom Rinsin instead of something else on the team?
Actually, interestingly, the first version of this team had Rillaboom over Raging Bolt, but very quickly in that first tournament we realized, well, this team on basis looks like a balanced team. It really plays hyper offense. It's such an aggressive team where at every given turn you just want to do damage to exert pressure. That's the turn to click Fake Out usually was a turn where you just wanted to do damage. And with double Volt Switch, especially with 4 Protects, of course, and Terra Ghost, we had so much freedom for that positioning that we never really felt like Trick Room, Fake Out was missing.
No, for sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I figured like you tested the team as a group and then decided on this 6. So I figured like you didn't need Fake Out, but just like from trying to learn the team on my own from the ground up, there's definitely situations like, man, I wish I had Instant here. But that's just because I've gotten so used to using Instant now. I mean, I never really used it last season, and now I've gotten more points with Incineroar this season than I got with Armor Rouge last season. So like I'm used to the cat now.
No, that makes a lot of sense, and I think this team, you very much needs to be the kind of player that is really good at playing hyper offense to excel with this team, because it just really is a team where the way you position is simply out damaging your opponent.
For sure.
It's also why the helping hand is so useful, because you get that late game thing. Now, we did, but considering we realized that, there was another really fun tech that we figured we put on this team. A way that we could have Intimidate without Intimidate, which is, as you can see, that Breaking Swipe.
Yeah, the other sort of Ontu's thing that's worth mentioning. Yeah,
exactly. Because it is a partial Trick Room team with Chiyu, we never a single moment thought, damn, I sure do wish I had Flame Charge here, because if you really feel like Koraidon isn't fast enough, then just go with the Trick Room out at that point. So there was really no reason to go for Flame Charge, because it just rashed with it. So we were looking for another move. Now my friend Giel, who of course was one of the 3 original builders of this team, ran Breaking Swipe Koraidon in Regulation G at NAIC.
Okay.
And realized the incredible value it has because Koraidon is just a stupid Pokemon.
So
who actually
NAIC
still
last
doesn't...
year, yes?
Yeah, NAIC, yes.
Yeah, last year, okay.
That it's Breaking Swipe still does stupid amounts of damage. Single target Breaking Swipe, of course, still one-shots Koraidon. Helping it also really useful because there are quite a few endgames where Helping Hand Breaking Swipe is able to sweep the game where Breaking Swipe without Helping Hand is not able to.
I had a lot of games where I just would lead
scores...
aggressively with like Breaking Swipe and Glacial Lance, and you can't really do nothing about it.
Exactly that. It gives you Intimidate without the... It gives you aggressive Intimidate, basically. Because it's max speed and there's very few Pokemon who can outspeed it, it just gives that... without having to switch out, without having to position, you just click Breaking Swipe and get the double Intimidate proc.
Alright,
basically, with damage too.
Alright, so
it can even break
I think
focus
we're about
sashes.
ready to jump into some games. Do you have anything else to add before we do, Iris?
No, not really. I think everything works. Yeah. Actually, I think it's fine. I think I sent you an old rental team, weirdly, because my Raging Bolt is supposed to be Terra Electric. But there is,
okay.
I think, for all of my practice,
I was wondering why it was
all...
electric or fairy, because like this team felt like it wanted electric Terra.
Yeah, so
but I did use the fairy one
I will
defensively here and there.
Yeah, I will send you the page with their electric for like feed description and stuff. That's fine, and the correct rental. I did run Terra Electric in EOIC, and it actually came up for one game where it won me the game. But for all of my practice, it ran Terra Fairy. This team does not mind Terra Fairy at all. It just slightly prefers Terra Electric.
Okay. I only used Terra... I mean, I never really felt like I needed to Terra Electric for the damage, and like the Fairy came in useful a couple times in front of like Lando and stuff, so we'll stick with Fairy for this.
Yeah,
but, thanks for letting me know. Alright, so...
No problem.
Without any further ado, guys, we'll get into the games. Okay, so we got a Koraidon mirror, but with the inferior Calyrex.
Yes.
I don't know if I'd call this standard
actually...
at all, but it's definitely interesting.
This is actually a really interesting thing to face, because the normal line we would run into this team is probably Koraidon Shiyu, but that kind of gets screwed by that Flutter Mane that's most likely Focus Sash.
Yeah. I feel like this would be a Pawn Kali lead.
Yeah, I would agree. Just being able to do a really nice early game damage, as well as obviously having the Dump Protects. The Koraidon is definitely an...
Like
I don't know if... actually, yes, I think...
Three targets resist the electric damage, and nothing resists ground except for Rilla here, so I feel like Ursa does okay.
I agree, but there is actually another line you can run, which is leaving Koraidon behind and bringing Chiyu, giving you much more freedom in kind of letting that Calyrex only tank one hit, because then you can clear with either Heatwave, Flamethrower, Star, Dark Pulse, anything works.
Okay,
and you don't have to be nearly as careful to a...
Yeah, because Chiyu can be like the post-Trick Room thing, right?
Exactly. Okay. And then you can do post-Trick Room without being scared of the pesky Flutter.
Sure, we'll take your word for it. And for anybody wondering in chat, the Ursaluna is named after me, yes. The other five nicknames are all Elder Scrolls related, and then just Ruby the Bear.
He was really nice and gave me a shiny Zero Speed Ursaluna. I couldn't say no. And I wouldn't want to say no, of course.
Alright. God, this song always reminds me the most of Victini specifically, because I have such fond memories of when Black and White came out, catching Victini early in the story. The fact that you could catch a mythical without cheating with only one badge was crazy, or two badges, mind you.
That was. I was sadly too young to really experience it. Oh, it's booster energy. That is so much more freeing.
So I think I just double protect here because between two possible tampons and a fake out, I don't see any reason not to double protect.
Yes, well, I would do agree. They have to always target the Calyrex here, so you could have even just gone for Ivy Cudgel. Because you don't really mind Sash being broken, being broken here. So you could have just gone for Protect Ivy Cudgel.
They could have gone for like Icy Wind Will-O-Wisp, which is probably what I would do if I was trying to be a little bit smarter in this situation.
Yeah, no, for sure. And
they did fake out Ogerpon.
Ooh. To be fair, I will say, Protect Every Country was one of my favorite tricks on this team, and I pulled it off so much in
Where's the taunt? So do we have any slow stuff we're worried about? Not at all. So there's literally no reason not to just go follow me Trick Room.
Yeah, Trick Room, I mean, with Open Team Sheet, you could know if they had Will-O-Wisp here, which means if they did have it, it was the most free U-turn, of course. But
I think since we saw
since
we saw taunt on the Flutter main, I'm extremely sure that Instant has Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. But yeah, Trick Room
Unless
here
it's
is
like
just...
unless it's like banded Rilla with AV Instant, which would be, you know, we are on cart ladder, so it seemed weirder.
You never know, yeah.
I'll never get over the one time during a GC that I called the choice banded Calyrex had Protect for in case its choice band gets knocked off, and I was correct.
Sounds perfect, because now, no matter what they go for, we get to slow U-turn into Ursula next turn.
Yeah, no, this is like fantastic.
Parting shot is
knowing the
annoying.
Flutter doesn't have Sash is fantastic. Assuming it's Koraidon or Kali coming in, I'm probably just going to go right for the Terra.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
And like, even if it's Firebomb, I'd probably go for the Terra, because I don't think they're going to be smart enough to call it.
Okay, Calyrex, that most like a Sasha, I would say just Terra and slow U-turn into the Calyrex, right?
I actually feel like I would slow U-turn into the Flutter, because the Kali is more likely to protect. Because it's stashed.
That is true, yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. That works.
Yeah. I feel like either they both protect or just Kali. I don't see Flutter being the sole protector here.
No, that makes sense.
Or they hard switch and protect, which also still makes the U-turn better.
Yep. Into Insane, yeah, that makes sense. That's perfect, because now your Ursula doesn't get faked out.
No, it does.
Come on, be choice picks.
No, it can be fake out. It can be faked out, but it's still.
No, sorry, intimidated. Sorry, intimidated.
They have to pick one or the other though. So if Kali doesn't connect here and we break Sash, then like we're very free to go like headlong rush into Kali next turn.
Yeah, exactly. It's agreed. And they also importantly have lost their energy.
This is why you turn the Flutter slot.
You were right. Glacial Lance.
Well, I did say I struggled a little bit with learning this team. When we're going like full hard on the Trick Room setup, that's when I can play it best. Because like that's the stuff I know. I've got that sixth eye for Trick Room.
There's most likely somebody somewhere in the world right now going U-turn. Gets that?
Yeah, I've done U-turn Raspon before with like Covert Cloak.
Considering they haven't gotten any boosts, I still, and like they can't really do anything, I genuinely say just double the Calyrex here. There's no real downside to it. They have to fake out one Mon, there's no reason to double protect. They can't really hurt either Mon too much, because it is most likely Sash.
Even if it's Sash, you're right. The worst it's gonna do is like a nasty plot, or maybe about half-ish to our Calyrex if it's like Life Orb with an Astral Plot.
And they can't go for a nasty plot, because then they just lose to the Shiu and back.
Yeah, no, say like they might go for nasty plot though. Like if they go like fake out one and then nasty plot, that I could see why that would seem like a sound play for them, if they're not expecting Chiyu in the back. Which, seeing the 3 Pokemon we brought, it would be somewhat reasonable to assume it's Koraidon.
Yeah, it's actually one of the first things you have to learn with this team is that bringing Koraidon into the Calyrex, if it's go for Trick Room mode, it's really rough because you just. Oh, this is perfect. This is just gotta be so much damage.
Surprising choice from my opponent.
For real. Wait. Please be
Koraidon. Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun turn. This is gonna be a fun.
It's just too bad the Kali's not slower, because it would be even better if the Kali was the slow one, because then we'd kill Koraidon and finish off Flutter. This is still really good though, because like we probably don't kill Flutter, but we definitely kill Koraidon.
And we get the 3+1, and now they just lose so much momentum.
Imagine if we had the call to go for Helping Hand Glacial Lance. Oh, nice. We still get the double.
Oh, we pick up. Was that a crit? That wasn't even a crit.
That wasn't even a crit. That's a squishy booster.
Remember
Flutter,
when you told me to go 116?
I guess, but I mean,
this is why now 116.
Typically, if the Flutter was running normal bulk, they'd live that even with your spread.
It's true.
Like the max HP, the 132 defense spreads.
It is all that it didn't. That it die. Yeah. But considering we have Chiyu back, I think you just, honestly, Glacial Lance and I horsepower the Incineroar, or even just Facade.
I think depending on how many turns are triggered enough, yeah, we just double the Incin.
Yeah, exactly, because like I don't think
Glacial Lance kills at this range though. So
It doesn't really matter because it should drop it so low that Snarl is always gonna pick up.
I'd actually rather just guarantee.
And I don't want to risk the miss. I don't really want to feel like risking the miss either. It's gonna do enough. You can also have the super chance there on Glacial Lance. Does stupid amounts of damage. You can even go for Helping Hand, but it does obviously doesn't have to go for a read.
Helping Hand would have been such an insane call. How because since it's like the only thing that goes before it's a fake out, it still would have been crazy.
Exactly, both Pokemon just drop the Snarl now.
So this turn we just go Glacial
Lance. And they can't kill either Pokemon either.
Yeah.
Disable. Oh.
Oh, it only has Astral. It only has Astral. It can't hit Ursa.
Well then, GG's, we've won. You know, just considering it's the one more turn Trick Room, just Facati, Incineroar, and no, don't even need to. Just Facati, Incineroar, and high horsepower with the Calyrex. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, but it's just like the slightly safer option. This one's more fun. So they're actually trying. Okay. Well, like, I don't understand. Maybe it doesn't have Encore. Maybe it has Psychic instead, but that feels kind of.
But
unlikely.
even then, it's already a pin because they have no Pokemon in back, so you just have
I do agree. I'm just curious what their logic is. Because like, if you're only lose Astral, what is the purpose of trying to live one more turn?
Yeah. Like, what was the end goal there?
Yeah. Well, that was a nice clean. Right. I meant to click. Disable is such a habit-breaking move.
It is, yeah.
Well, that was a good way. That was a good way to show off the team. Pretty good start to the video.
For sure. Did he even have to show Final Mon? Alright, here we go. Ooh.
This one looks neat. It's kind of like a mix of like what I brought to Milwaukee and then like the Michael Kelch stuff with like the Lando.
Yep. The line here is actually pretty interesting. The Incineroar is a bit annoying, but usually the plan is just spam Ivy Gudgel and Glacial Lance until they cry.
I feel like I have a slightly different, more aggressive lead. I was thinking Chiyu Kali looking at this.
Chiyu Kali does work too, but I don't like the idea that they could have Scarf Maridon to instantly snipe it off, or
Scarf Maridon doesn't kill Calyrex even with Beads of Ruin. So if it's Scarf
Maridon, the Koraidon.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if I lead Chiyu Maridon, that's right, Chiyu Calyrex. What I'm saying is like Chiyu Calyrex, they don't have any way to actually stop me from just going like Snarl Glacial Lance. The scariest thing they can do then is Rock Pond.
Yeah, that's even Rock Pond just kind of dies and you can sack it. Chiyu Kali is definitely an interesting lead. It does get a bit annoying with Incineroar because you don't have any way to stop Willow. But yeah, I think that lead works.
Yeah, sure. Something like this, and like this.
I think you definitely run Rock Pond, yeah. For late game, I agree.
Yeah, because Ursa's a little awkward with the Lando Incin. And
exactly, we are leading a very fast-paced lead.
It's horrifically awkward. Bolt's good into the Ho-Oh, but it's horrifically awkward in front of Lando.
Yeah, no, exactly. And we're leading rather offensive. There's a good chance we won't get into a position where we can comfortably get Trick Room up, so bringing Ursaluna is a big risk here.
Yeah, this is much more utilizing Calyrex's Titanic bulk rather than leaning into Trick Room.
Oh, Ogerpon.
Seems solid to me.
Yeah. Looking at this. I mean, we did get a free KO. The Sacred Fire Burn would be annoying, to say the least, but I think we can get a definite guaranteed +1 here. Here it does obviously...
I think I go actually just for Heat Wave, Terra, Glacial Lance.
I think you can even just go for Snarl, because the Heat Wave does practically nothing. Ogerpon still gets...
I like the idea. I like the idea of the burn chance. That's why.
Yeah, true.
The Snarl,
but it's not the accuracy problem. It's just the accuracy problem. Yeah.
Well, Snarl does more to Ho-Oh, so. Yeah, I mean Snarl technically has accuracy problems too. I'm pretty sure I told you about the cut where I lost to Matt Tid because I missed like 3 Snarls in one game.
Yeah, true. But yeah, like 5% chance to miss over 10% chance to miss is a lot more comfortable, to say the least.
I did miss 2 Sacred Fires in one game in Milwaukee, so let's hope my opponent has luck like I do.
Snarl doesn't miss.
Crazy
look at the beautiful damage on one.
Oh, it's not
clear amulet. That means we can we can use what's it called? Breaking Swipe games. Yeah. Ooh, that crit is nasty, but
that crit is nasty, but we did live because of the Terra. Let's just
come on, no burn. Let's
Ooh,
go!
very nice.
This is big damage. Ho ho! Like, unless you just say Snarl Protect.
Yeah, Snarl Protect, or maybe even Snarl Switch to Pawn.
Oh yeah, true. That is possible. Like, giving up the +1 is really annoying here, and I think we want 30 on Ogre guaranteed. Like, at this point, Calyrex has done its job. It has gotten rid of the most threatening Pokemon. Oh, actually, notable something we haven't talked about is our Ogre is adamant, making it a little bit, what's it called? Making it a little bit iffy against opponent's Ogre.
Oh, I don't think I actually noticed that at all when I was playing, because I don't think I had a single time where like the speed tiers between Adamant Ogerpon and Jolly Ogerpon came up. So I don't think I noticed that even once.
Yeah, it is actually adamant. So yeah, I'd say always just Snarl Protect here, and then get Rock Bottom for free.
Yeah, and then if Rhydon locks into a move that it's Scarf, like I don't think it kills Chi-Yu unless they drift if it's Scarf.
No. Logically, I would imagine they would want to lock into Dazzling Gleam here.
Yeah, and Dazzling Gleam would be so fine for us.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially if they're not Scarf.
Because after us... Yeah, exactly. I gotta say this right, but I think we live Snarl this range. So they're afraid to game on this range without Chi-Yu on -1. Though, I'm not 100% on that. I can't say in 2 weeks that I learned every calculate. Yeah. Okay, so they're locking in Dazzling Gleam now.
Yeah, it's either going for Gleam or just going for the Snarl Resist.
I'd imagine Gleam because you can at least snipe off that Calyrex. Protect.
Oh, protecting is actually really fine for us here. Because it means, like, we can get another Snarl off, and then Calyrex could possibly live the Gleam.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we're faster. Great. We should be able to live after at -1, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they could double into Calyrex, which would be, like, annoying.
The crit is so nasty, though.
Oh, we can take another one?
Yeah. She was stupid.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like, I think they wanted double
also, it's
Calyrex
leftovers mode. I missed that.
Yeah, you just have to go for Glacial Lance here, I'd say.
Yeah,
+1 it does so much, it might even pick up. Like, I'm pretty sure
if it lives to attack, +1 should kill Rhydon.
Yeah. The Ogerpon crit is actually so much more meaningful than at first realized.
Yeah, it happens though. That's just the game we play.
Exactly. And I think we're still fine. At most, we are gonna be bullied by a speed tie now, with Koraidon in back.
That Dazzling Gleam damage makes it really hard to tell, to be honest, if it's a speed tie or not.
Whoop.
It could be a faster one, but at least it's not Scarf.
Let's see, how much does it do?
Oh! Huge!
But it wasn't enough!
Huge Chi-Yu!
Huge. Yeah,
honestly,
that was fine.
I think Ho trading itself is fine.
Does it die here?
It was pretty weak. It should.
No, that's fine though, because it dies to Snarl even off the leftovers.
And we're faster.
Okay, now we get
Tailwind was definitely the call there if they have it. It's kind of weird.
No, because then it would have doubled out the Glacial Lance. Now here's just the question is, do we have to risk the speed tie or not?
I'll go for Ogre because it's
safer. It's Snarl plus Snarl dies to Snarl. So yeah, I think this
Miraidon is the Salt Fest, so we might even be faster.
Yeah, I think it's Snarl and Ivory Cudgel. Yeah, Salt Fest on the Hoa team is
because like even after the Terra, the Snarl should have done a little bit more damage.
Yeah, I agree. So
the only thing this
how
could
little the Dazzling Gleam did.
This could be based on Dawei's team. This could be like Calm Mind, Protect, Gleam, Electro.
Oh, true, yeah.
That's the only thing I could think of. Instant's fine.
Yep. Did Snarl missed on place Rhydon. Okay, that's fine. Now I do a lot of ship. Great, let's go.
If we get the Cudgel crit right now, like they got, that'd be great. Okay, so they are faster than Pawn, but
this is gonna do F-all to Ogerpon, yeah. Okay, considering it's there's no way our crit isn't faster.
Yo! When the RNG balances out, they get the relevant crit, we get the relevant crit, but it puts us in a much better position.
Yeah, now you just double attack. It doesn't matter what they target. I think we just always close combat Incineroar and Ivy Cudgel the Ho-Oh. Because obviously if we double protect here, we lose to an annoying tailwind play.
I think I double into the Ho-Oh so we don't lose to annoying tailwind play, because Ho-Oh can one-shot Koraidon at the
The
tailwind.
problem I have with that is I'm not 100% of CC kills because it's leftovers.
Okay, sure, we'll do this. I trust you.
And we should be able to live. The thing is, we should be able to live.
Okay, they chose the wrong target, so that's GG anyway.
Yeah.
Their best play here, I think, would now be to Sacred Fire the Ogre Pawn. I think that was
or
best.
I just think we should probably go for Breaking Swipe that turn.
Yeah,
Oh, we double left. Let's go.
Okay, this
they go for tailwind. Exactly that. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's now. Honestly, they have to target the Ho-Oh, right? They have to target the Ogre Pawn, right? So.
Yeah, so I think Breaking Swipe. Let's see here.
Because we are -1, I'm just thinking either double protect or Breaking Swipe Spiky Shield.
So this is base 90. This is base 90. So they're both about the same base because of the resist. So I think Breaking Swipe is a slightly better option. And just cudgel.
Yeah. Here we go. I think double protect might have been the play because you could follow me Breaking Swipe protect and then Breaking Swipe again because tailwind would have run out.
Yeah, possibly.
So maybe double protect was the play.
Yeah, double protect, one attack, double protect. Oh, but they went for
Break Bird. Oh, but break over Break Bird.
Which I believe this will mean Breaking Swipe is in lethal range.
I think so, considering it's Life Orb, Koraidon, single target.
Life Orb, Koraidon with like
Sun.
major attack boosts. Of course.
Oh, okay. I love you, Breaking Swipe, Koraidon. You're my best friend.
I know, like a regular Koraidon might not have been able to finish the Ho-Oh off there, so that's another good example of why the Breaking Swipe is so good.
Breaking Swipe is it's just such a fun move to click too. Like it's just always fun because it just whenever you click it, I've had multiple times where my opponent just goes, "Wait, they have that? Oh fuck, I should have read that." Here we go.
Oh my god, it's this.
It's this Scraggy team. It's this Scraggy team.
Yeah, I faced it on stream. I know how to beat this. I faced it on stream already.
Oh yeah, I have it on my face as well. Alright, that lead definitely worked.
I beat it once already.
Right. I will trust you.
Yeah, the Scraggy, like so I've actually faced this twice now. And against the teams like ours, they tend to go like protect coaching the first turn from the Scraggy, expecting you to play around the fake out. So like, if they lead like Scraggy Calyrex, which is what I'm expecting, I'm just gonna like Terra Koraidon and go for like Breaking Swipe Glacial Lance.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Yeah, no, this is the most fun part about recording a video is this the twiddling your thumbs while you wait for to take out the team, and trying to be all professional, not looking at my phone and stuff. So I'm just like staring, waiting. When I'm on stream, this is when I'll usually be like checking Twitter and stuff. But like when I'm doing a video, I try to be a little more focused.
That makes sense, yeah.
Alright. One of my favorite scenes in the game is the Team Star one. Brimstone
Here we go.
Is not quite the lead I expected, but it's honestly fine.
They have the Thunder Wave here on Draco, right? I think that's like the most fine thing you've ever seen. They have the Draco, which means they have to go to -2, which means honestly I would say just let Koraidon die. Like just like Glacial Lance, like Close Combat Glacial Lance, or Flybats even. Flybats even, yeah, because Glacial Lance should pick up.
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking there, but what you're saying makes sense.
Yeah, it's just because we lose Koraidon, but they go to -2 and they just take so much damage, and they have to go for Thunder Wave, which means that they're just gonna take too much damage to
and if it's Scarf Koraidon, they don't have the damage for Calyrex.
Exactly.
Okay.
No this is so perfect. This is so perfect. CC coming!
Switch, but this is gonna do a good dent to it. They could Gleam.
Exactly.
Here, crazy.
If they Gleam here, you just get a 3+1.
Okay, we'll switch to Kali, which is fine.
Yep. But that is modest, Cal. That is modest, so we know we're always faster.
Yep.
Alright, let's see what they dare to let tank the Glacial Lens.
Yeah, I mean, Calyrex would be the most likely option, but we're still in a pretty good position to bring out Calyrex.
Exactly. Because the damage on Grimstar is going to be huge still.
And then I can just Fire Terra, like, throw damage to the Calyrex. I won't Blitz, though, because they're almost certainly going to be Fire or Water Terra.
Oh, yeah.
I'll probably just, like... Yeah, I'll probably just, like, Terra Koraidon, go for Close Combat plus... Lance.
Yep, that makes sense.
They're really thinking about their life right now.
They are, they are...
Scraggy!
Oh, what is it? This...
I think it lives it, but this is still pretty free.
It is so fucking silly seeing that thing. It's so freaking silly to see that there. Sigh.
That's fine. Okay, pretty bulky stuff overall, but...
I mean, do they have anything that can really stop the double protect here? Like, is you're gonna get, you know, like a fake out? Good.
Like... I'm gonna do this, because... The Fakeo's a little obvious. They might like coaching the Grimmsnarl or something. Which could make it like a little slightly more obnoxious since we didn't do enough neutralize damage to the Grim. I don't like protecting in front of Fake Out unless it's like a turn 1 kind of thing, or like I feel like when you can afford to take the Fake Out, like just it's better to make the aggressive.
True, but I don't wanna thing I was thinking is
Fake
I don't
plus
wanna
Spirit
deal
Break
with the Fake Out Koraidon.
So,
I'm scared of foul play.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I Fake Out the Spirit Break with Koraidon. Koraidon's just one that needs to protect. I'm not like scared of Calyrex.
Boop.
Yeah, see, like, not the end of the world.
Yeah. I'd say just Glacial Lands have Flare Blitz the Scraggy Rat. What do you have back again?
We have Chiyu on in the back. I think I'm going to...
I'd say Flare Blitz is Scraggy in case they have the guts to Terra. Grimmsnarl is fine too.
Grimmsnarl is more likely to guarantee a kill.
I don't think you mind if the Koraidon goes down here. I have my own game's music in the background.
The character looks so sad. It's so fitting for this battle.
They are really thinking about it. But it was incoming. Ooh. Boy, look at that damage. Oh,
irrelevant, but funny. Actually, if they go for Spirit Break, it could be funny.
It's gotta kill Koraidon still.
It could be the Calyrex though.
Yeah, this is gonna 100% take pick up.
That's fine.
But the thing is, it's beautiful because this now dies.
Chiyu can clean up, to be honest.
Exactly, because now they can't light screen and Chiyu can just click funny button. You do have to be careful, of course, because that's wait, what is the Scraggy's moveset? Does that knock off?
I know it's like Fake-Out. I know it's like Fake-Out and Ballet. Yeah, we're done.
Oh,
that's fine.
Yep. I don't like. The problem is if they bring in Calyrex now, we might be in a little bit of trouble.
I don't think so, because we can just start spamming Heat Wave for most of this battle, because even Koraidon doesn't want to take the Heat Wave at this point.
That is true. It isn't Sun, you don't have light screen.
Yeah.
This should probably kill, yeah.
Half health. And like if Calyrex Terras, they still take a super effective Ivy Cudgel.
Is it Terra Fire?
They're usually Terra Fire.
Most of the ones I face are Terra Water.
Yeah.
Because
I haven't actually seen the OTS for this team, so I don't know.
Actually, wait, I have the OTS, hold on. Anyways, I would say Terra, I'd say in any event, Terra, Terra Ghost Chiyu. She don't want to deal with getting with dying turn 1 on the high horsepower.
Yeah, sounds good.
Here it is. No, here it is.
And the thing is, even if they go for Trick Room, we have an Ogre Pawn that's like now going to be faster than the Maridon anyway, and then we can just kill Maridon in Trick Room.
Yep, I
Like, Scraggy is at a point where we can't really do anything. It's just taking that Heat Wave or it's switching.
Yeah.
And if they switch from Rhydon also probably does do the Heat Wave. And then
Just
Scraggy
seeing, like,
can't
if I can
fake out
find,
Chi-Yu, so you have to Ghost Terra. It all seems like it's coming together.
It is Starfire. Oh, huge. It is Starfire. It's Starfire. If this is the original team at least.
I think I read towards
If it is the original team, it is Starfire, and then it's just GG. That explains why I beat it too well, because my team is just such a good matchup in the Terrafire Calyrex.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, there's the Terra.
They look so sad. Why do they look so sad?
That's what I was saying. They're really sad. I don't know why. Okay, there's water.
Nah, it's alright.
We're still a Heat Wave from Chi-Yu in the Sun, and a Kavi Cudgel that might just crit through Protect if we're like goaded like that. Or sorry, through Reflect, not Protect. Maybe
Look
get a
at that
burn.
damage. Come on, get the burn.
Go! Let's go!
That's huge.
This Chi-Yu is just the GOAT.
You is the one. Communicating.
Honestly, perfectly solid.
I did go for Glacial Lance.
Yeah, the Glacial Lance is fine because...
Exactly, it doesn't do upper half, so that is actually, I know that's Glacial Lance, even that never kills Terra Ghost.
Oh, it's the lefty seed kind.
Yep, this is really fine though, because I think we just like as long as you don't miss Heatwave, we win here, because I should always pick up on Koraidon, because 252 models Chi-Yu is broken.
Even if we don't kill Kali this turn, I think the next Heatwave kills it.
Yeah. Oh, the Koraidon has more HP than I thought, but still, it's a sun boosted Heatwave. Come on, it kills. Chi-Yu, show me why you're my favorite. Show the world whether you are that is justified that you're my favorite Pokemon.
Yes, let's see. Let's see Chi-Yu do its stuff.
Come on, show me the money. They're thinking about it very carefully. They are really players who like to think, it seems.
I mean, I respect that, obviously. Better than just, like, auto-locking and making mistakes.
That is true, but if you're trying to get a video, here we go. Oh no.
Yo, spin it,
we're faster.
Let's go!
That might mean it's Assault Fest. That might mean it's Assault Fest.
Yes,
in which case it should be able to pick up.
Yeah, which means Chi-Yu might live. If they Gleam, I don't think it kills both of them.
I agree.
Oh, they go for Volt Switch into Chi-Yu. Gets us, but we now know we're faster.
Exactly. And I don't have anything in back, I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm pretty sure that's everything.
I think? Yeah, no, because we're faster. Chi-Yu is the GOAT, and
we could do something really funny here. If they try to Electro Drift for whatever reason, I want to Spiky Shield just for one turn. Because then if we can get the Electro...
Oh yeah, wait,
could you check real quick?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no, I think this sounds fun.
And then we'll just cudgel next turn if it doesn't work. They might just concede here, but if they Electro Drift, it'd be so funny.
Okay, here we go, let's see.
Full switch.
Ooh, full switch. They did not have Electro Drift?
I mean, maybe they are specs, but they're just like slow and bulky.
Oh, maybe. But then why not fucking Deagling?
We're not speed tied.
That'd be a really weird speed stats from your items to be.
Well, isn't Adamant Ogerpon 157?
No. It's more. It's 60 something. Let me check.
Okay, because
it's why it's actually has missed quite a few Pokemon. It's 62. It's 167.
Okay. Because I know the Miraidon spread from the Milwaukee winning teams like 157. If we were speed tied, that'd be really funny.
Yeah, that's it. That's why. Like Adamant still has speed set because it's 52.
That's 52.
62.
GG's. Oh, this looks interesting.
Let's see, what are we looking at? This interesting indeed. It is a team rather weak to Glacial Land spam though.
Yeah.
Like I'm seeing 2 Pokemon weak to it, 1 Pokemon with really low defense.
I do actually like the Raging Volt in the back here though, because there's like a couple things that are quite weak to it.
You know, I agree. I think this is really good. I feel like this is really strong with Trick Room.
Yeah, I think this is just a full on Trick Room game, which will be a good final game for the video. Show off the trick in the Trick Ruby.
Heck yeah! They're all thinking about it really hard.
What's that? What are you thinking about?
Say again?
You said, what are you thinking about? You asked, do I know what you're thinking about really hard? And I'm saying what?
I said they're thinking about it really hard.
Oh, they're thinking about it really hard. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't know. They see this sick-ass team and they don't know what to do.
I know, it's what's the right word? I don't want to use
Fear.
a bunch of brain rot terms.
Oh, I think I've faced this person before.
Ooh, that's cool.
I recognize the trainer card.
You recognize the player?
No, but I recognize the trainer. Like, distinct trainer cards you tend to recognize after a while of doing like.
They're gonna. Okay, this is gonna be sounds. They are going to fake out Ogre Pun and Taunt. I know it's stupid, but I want to just Glacial Lands so bad. Yeah.
I'm just guaranteeing Ogre Tornadus dies.
Yeah, I agree.
Like this kind of lead tells me they likely did not bring their 2 restricteds.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Except I did see another Tornadus Cali Koraidon team that now that I'm looking at this, I'm wondering if the Cali is in prison.
I mean, why wouldn't they just lead it then, right?
No. You lead Tailwind, and yeah.
Oh.
And then that way when they come out, they're
Fascinating.
faster within prison.
You played too much card ladder.
I mean, did you not see how many games when we were loading this one? How many games I played this month alone?
Yeah, it's insane.
Well, when you stream for like 4 or 5 hours at a time doing card ladder, you pick up on these things.
That is okay. It is. I don't like this. Watch them. Their water. I think their water is still fine. It's just
If
a
it's
problem
the team
that
I think it is, it's Terra Ground.
Ooh,
Yeah, if it's the team I think it is, it's Terra Ground.
interesting. By the way, we are EV to always leave Glacial Lands on the Raging Bolt.
Okay, nice.
How do you know this team?
It's good at fucking in prison.
Oh no. Watch him get asleep too.
The good news, though, is that it means it doesn't have Protect.
This is true. Which means you get a really free Terra plus
Facade.
Facade here, yeah. Do.
Yeah, it's got Imprison, Trick Room, Glacial Lance, and High Horsepower. I've seen this team before.
Yeah.
I don't think they had Sneasler in the one I saw, but as soon as they led the Tornadus and there's no Ursh, I was like, wait a second. The Ursh is scarfed with coaching for the teams that sort of like allow you to do that. In retrospect, I could have Spiky Shielded maybe, but just in case of High Horsepower.
I highly doubt the high horsepower. Because most of are just a ghost. Oh, it's wider.
Interesting.
This is gonna hurt.
And so is this.
Choop choop choop. Boop. And now because they most likely have
Thank God I'm a
Koraidon
streamer.
back.
I feel like if you were facing this with, I said thank God I'm a streamer. If you were facing this without me knowing what this was, you'd probably be already on your face right now.
I would have been crying. Yeah, just bring in Calyrex and just Glacial Lance Facade. Yeah. Not much they can do besides cry.
Yeah, because Gleam can't kill Ursa. They've already Terra'd, and Sneasler can't kill
Exactly.
Ursa. So they need to like double
Exactly.
Cali.
The Glacial Lance plus Facade into, or even Headlong Rush into Koraidon is a guaranteed win.
I was so devastated when I lost to this on stream because I didn't see the imprison happen. I looked away, I was answering a DM, and I looked back, I'm like, why is my Ogrepon dead, and why is there Calyrex and Koraidon still alive? And Chat's just like, oh, there's an imprison. I'm like, oh, yeah, sounds, that makes sense.
Well, that stinks.
Discharge. That's fine, though. Callie lives this.
Yep. Callie lives this. The only hope is to get a full barrel. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I should not have spoken. I should not have spoken.
Iris!
I should not have spoken.
Iris!
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's Life Orb 2.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Iris!
There is hope. There is hope. Because a Thunderclap might pick up and they can't do crap to Raging Bolt.
Okay.
Oh, no. Life Orb. Wait. They're Life Orb. Wait. They can't discharge. Think about it. They can't discharge. I think they Draco and close combat. Yeah, Thunderclap, Sneasler, and Glacial Lance and Free.
Well,
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I'm so sorry. What have I done?
Iris.
No! Why did I speak it into existence?
It's
No.
okay. If we still win, it'll be absolute cinema.
It's true. It's true. Come on, show us the money! Come on! Oh no.
Oh? Bolts. Electro Drift.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Oh no. This is not fair.
I think we need them to not have Gleam, and we need a Draco miss. That's our only hope now.
Yep.
Okay. Wait.
Oh?
Hold. Hold.
Hold. We live?
Oh my goodness!
Wait. Did they screw up?
Absolute
Oh my
cinema.
god.
Absolute.
No way! Oh, it's the day 2 difference! Just took that, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, they're gonna spam protect, but just keep clicking the Thunderclap.
No. I'm gonna attack this turn because they're trying to stall out the terrain.
Okay. If they close combat here, I will cry.
It's okay.
And I will blame you.
Because of the attack drop, I think. Yeah, there you go. That's fine. Thunderclap. The thing is, Thunderclap without terrain likely would not have killed after the drop. So.
But considering how much it did, it might have. I don't know.
That's okay. I'm still happy that we saw through the nonsense and we outplayed in that sense. We got slapped in the face with double RNG. It happens, and I'm not mad. And I know we played better, so we can go to sleep happy knowing we played better.
I agree.
All right. At least Raging Bolt actually did something by the end of the video, so that's good.
That is true. All Pokemon worked. All Pokemon did their job.
Yeah. So we're gonna stop here. And for everybody who's been watching up until now, I really appreciate you. My name is Ruby. I was joined today by my friend Iris. And yeah, this is another episode of Ruby's Gem Pile. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TrickRubyVGC. I stream 3 to 4 times a week, all sorts of different teams like this one. Thanks again for watching.
Bye.
Bye.